Yo, yo.
Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown,
This is Alpha.
and this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go. What's going on, Doc?
Not too much, man. It's funny because there was a song I heard that said, even when we never had a penny, we always had spirit.
Okay.
And it spoke to me, and I've been thinking about it a lot because I've been broke as fuck lately, man.
Got you.
And I feel rich as fuck in my spirit, but I recognize how much my financial affects my spirit.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't.
Right.
I
get you.
It's weird because money really has no real value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we give it so much value, and it's starting to bother me a little bit.
The value that you placed on money, or just
I think
how
the value that the world places on money.
Okay, that's what I was gonna get to. It seems like at a certain age, you're supposed to be at a certain place, and you're supposed to be doing a certain thing, and you're supposed to have, a certain look. And I feel like I've fallen into that too, like the societal norm of, what you're supposed to be doing at a certain age and how much money you're supposed to have. And I have more money now because I'm working like crazy, but at the same time I don't have as much joy because I'm not spending the time doing the things that I really, really enjoy doing all the time.
Yeah.
And so trying to figure out that balance for me is kind of where I'm at. And I have been putting more emphasis on money just because of kind of where I set myself up to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got to a place where for a long time money didn't mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
And I got married, I got a crib, I got all these expenses and all of this stuff, and I'm looking back like, man, I wish I would have taken a little bit more time to really just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Before I put myself in this position, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and I guess it bothers me because, I work a job that I once enjoyed, and I don't enjoy it no more.
Yeah.
And that's with almost every job I've had, but also with my passion. I love my passion, but my passion does not provide me the profit that I need. But at the same time, I'm in a place where I feel like this is what I should be doing full time, meaning my passion.
Yeah.
But, passion don't keep your rent paid. And passion and it can. It can. But the fucking struggle in between that is a motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. That's a part of the passion, though. Is the struggle.
It is, but does it have to be? And I ask that because when I think about, I guess I've been doing a lot of reading and shit, and I look at a lot of the artists that I look to, like Kusama, and even looking at some of the leaders that I look up to, like Gandhi. Like, was Gandhi a paper chaser?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Was Jesus a fucking paper chaser?
Right.
People tell you to live Christ-like, but Christ wasn't chasing paper. I don't believe.
No, he wasn't.
And, at what point did this become important?
The money aspect?
Absolutely.
I think it's more about, where we have to get to is understanding like what kind of lifestyle you really want to live, and then seeing where the money kind of falls into place with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you got to figure it out for yourself. Like, how do you want to live, and where does the money fall into as far as being able to do what you really want to do.
Right.
Like, and the reason why I said before, I feel like it's a part of the passion, because at a certain point you have to start to bank on yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For the gifts that you've been given. So yeah, I'm working these jobs and I'm doing these things, and they don't directly in line with the passion that I have. But now I'm like, all right, now I understand that I can do more than what I was doing before.
Right.
And so now I need to figure out how I can apply that to my passion and figure out how I can make the income that I want to make. Because I don't need to be the richest man in the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just need to be able to provide for what I need to provide for.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying I need to be Jay-Z as far as cash, but I do want to be able to sustain off my passion.
Right.
You know, and sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. It's been times in my life where I've been able to afford, you know, my lifestyle through whatever I was doing at the time, art, music, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's times where it's just nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And sometimes for me that doesn't feel important, and sometimes it feels like it's stressful.
Yeah.
It can be stressful, you know. I had car issues last week, and that shit came up, and it was like, man, this is something that I didn't expect to have to pay for.
Yeah.
And, you know, it makes you start scrambling.
Right.
And then when you start scrambling and you know, kind of going back to what we were talking about last week about the energy that you put into shit. I've been stressing money a little bit, and boom, I get a ticket today.
Man.
You know what I mean? So
okay.
I recognize, like, just talking about it now, I recognize the stress that I was putting into it, and now gaining more stress on it. And I guess this is the point where I'm letting it go. No pun intended. But you know, yeah, man, it's interesting.
So my question for you is, would you prefer to, because right now you're on the path of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And so would you rather be on the path of entrepreneurship or be working for somebody else knowing that you're giving up what you dream to do? Because just for the money's sake, not even like working for somebody else, like just because you working for somebody else, because we all need to work in order to survive at a certain point. Even when you start off being an entrepreneur, you still have to work, and then you have to be your own boss and still work at whatever it is that you want to do. But like, what are you willing to give up for your passion and to be who you believe yourself to be and know yourself to be?
Right now, I feel like I'm willing to give up this job.
Okay.
And you know, I don't know what comes with that. I know what comes with it. I know, you know, it's gonna be some sacrificing, and I ain't gonna be able to be eating fancy meals and shit. But you know, I feel like having a job is a crutch for me.
Okay.
And I've never been comfortable working a job, no matter how good they treat me or any of that shit.
I feel you.
I've never been comfortable working a job, but it's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable. I'm safe having a job, because it's like, well, if this don't, and not that I don't think what I'm doing will work out. I've never thought that. That's why I've never quit.
Right.
But it's always been that safety net of, I don't have to go as hard with this because I have the safety of this job.
Right.
So now I'm ready to let go of my safety net and see what the fuck can I do. You know. Do you have a plan? I do have a plan.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Well, that's the most important part. I mean, I've done it.
Yeah.
You know, I quit a job before and banked on myself, and it didn't go exactly as I wanted it to go, but it did go well.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely went well. I'm back working again, but that's for some other reasons.
Yeah.
But if you got a plan, man, I say follow through with it and trust yourself and just run. Like, but understand that it's going to be difficult and it's going to be hard, and you might not celebrate those small successes that you get. You know what I'm saying? Because without that, you won't continue to move forward. Like, if you always looking for the big thing, if you always looking for, like, I know you and I know the different things that you're capable of doing.
Yeah.
And so if you're really willing to start to bet on yourself, I just say go 150% at all of it and just see what happens. Like, cause that's really what entrepreneurship is about. It's like you put your best foot forward and you let God kind of handle the rest.
And I think one thing that you said that really stood out to me was putting that trust in yourself.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've always trusted myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know that I'm talented or, you know, whatever, but I don't think I've always been confident in the selling of myself. I'm getting there now.
Yeah.
I feel it because when I'm out places and I'm introducing myself to people, I definitely put it out there what I do.
Yeah.
But before, I haven't always been that way. So I guess it's also a combination of letting go of who I was.
Right.
And recognizing where I am today.
Right.
And saying, okay, that's how I would have moved before.
Yeah.
But this is how I'm moving now. And understanding that shit, accepting that shit, and moving in that way.
Right, right. And purposefully. Like,
absolutely.
You have to do it on purpose, because if you don't, you'll revert back to who you previously were, because it's easier to do. Like, you were that person for way longer than who you are now. And so I want to encourage you, man, to follow through with it and to do it. And like, when it get hard, it's gonna be that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely believe that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, but it takes time.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to take that time and practice your patience and trust yourself and continue to breathe through stuff like we talked about last week, and really acknowledge who you are. But I want to go back to lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, what is the lifestyle that you need to live in order to be happy?
For me, I need to be able to just comfortably create what I want to create without having to worry about the stress of finances.
Okay.
And that's finances to live. That's finances to fund whatever I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just need the financial freedom.
Right.
You know, so that's what I'm working towards. But at the same time, it's not the ultimate goal. Like, the ultimate goal for me is really just to help people with my creativity.
Right.
You know, and that it doesn't require money. So, you know, the money shit is more selfish than anything. You know, it's really for me to do what I want to do, but I know with what I want to do, how it will affect other people.
Right.
You know, so just trying to find balance within that. And I really feel like I have a plan set in place on how to do that. I really do.
Okay.
It's just when the shit is happening in real time, you know, you get so caught up in it that you're not even really thinking about the plan and none of that shit. It's just like, fuck, this is where I'm at right now.
It's happening.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I'm asking you these questions, is because, like, once you have a clear picture of the lifestyle that you want to live, you have a clear picture of the plan, and you have a clear picture of how to execute the plan, you can always go back to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once you kind of understand, all right, like, this is the lifestyle I'm comfortable with living right now, so this is what I need to do in order to live that lifestyle. This is how much money I need to make a month. This is how, like, calculate it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then once you kind of got that figured out, figure out how to make it happen. And sometimes you might be a little stressed out, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but allow that to be a part of the art. Allow that to be a part of the passion. Allow that to be a part of whatever comes out of you, because it's a part of the lifestyle that you chose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, just if you can keep that in mind and push, you'll be all right, bro. Like, I really believe that.
Yeah.
I really believe that. And just because of what we've done in the last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we started doing this a year ago last month.
Right.
And this is how far we've come, and we've got so much more that we got planned. Like, we've talked about how much more we have planned for 2019.
Right.
And it's just about following through with it. And
absolutely. And that's the thing, you know, like you said, we're doing this podcast and what we've done within a year. For me, it's like, I enjoy this shit so much, I could do this shit for free.
Right.
But I know free ain't gonna pay my bills. I know free ain't gonna keep a roof over my head.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it services my soul.
Yeah.
It doesn't service my pocket, but it services my soul.
Right.
So it's like, how do you find balance within that? That's what I'm trying to find. Servicing both.
I think it takes time. It takes time, and it takes getting around the right people. I really think that it's just that. It's simply that. Because the thing about it, we gotta realize is that so there's certain tiers as far as money goes, right? And so you basically have to get invited into that tier. You don't just walk into that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so I feel like you keep putting out that energy. You keep pursuing the things that you said that you want to pursue, and it's going to come to you.
Right.
Like, that's what faith is. That's all faith is. That's all entrepreneurship is. Is really just figuring out how to apply this to that. I don't have all the answers right now. I don't know how to say.
Right. No, I feel
you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say how your soul and I can't remember how you just worded it, but your soul and your pockets, how they kind of combine. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but
I'll give you an example. Somebody telling me how they feel about me or how they feel about the things that I'm doing and how it affects them, there's no dollar amount you could put on that.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't give me a plate of food.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's understanding that what I'm doing is not about that. But it is also about that. Mm-hmm. But I guess because it's not my main focus, objective. My main goal.
Yeah.
You know, when those things do come up, it gets stressful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, but I definitely agree with you as far as having a plan. I feel very clear in my plan, and the execution is what really counts.
Right.
You know, because I could plan all day, but if I'm not executing, I'm not going to see the results. So I'm ready to execute and see the results and see what comes of all of this.
Yeah, man. I think that hearing you talk right now, it sounds like you got a journey ahead of you and you don't all the way know all the answers, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Experience it. And you'll learn, like, as long as you're willing to engage in the journey, you'll learn. You'll figure it out. You'll figure out how to put some more money in your pocket when you're banking on yourself. You'll figure it out, but you have to enjoy the process. And that's why, like, the lifestyle part of it is important. The planning is important. Is important. You just got to figure out what's right for you and what that really looks like.
Right.
Like, and that's really all it is. Like, I know that I have certain responsibilities right now that I can't just do certain things that I don't want to do.
Right.
Because of the responsibilities that I have incurred in the course of my life that I've chosen. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm okay with that because I chose those responsibilities. But at a certain point, it's like I gotta bank on me though too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the same journey as you. Our journey is a little bit different, but I'm figuring it out, and I'm happy with it. And that's why I can tell you'll figure it out because I can see it now. That's where before I was just creating and moving and now that I'm sitting back and I'm really talking to myself about who I am and what I want to accomplish and who I want to be, I now see where the money's going to come in, and and I can get the fulfillment. It's just like being a preacher, right?
Yeah.
Preachers go in, they share the word, they share the good news. That's what the calling is. But that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to get paid,
right?
Because you're going in and I'm still providing a service,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, would you have had this information if I didn't come? Maybe I said it in a way that you could really understand it.
Yeah.
And that's where you get your money from.
Right.
Like, you can learn this on your own, but I can really help you understand what it is. I can really help you understand how to express yourself. I can really help you understand who you are because you can see who I am. Right. And that's how you gotta, it's marketing, man. And it's just about figuring it out. And I'm looking forward to seeing where you go on this journey and us continuing to talk about it because I believe that you can do it.
I appreciate that.
I really do.
I believe it too, man. In the words of the great Devin the Dude, I'd rather spend my morning digging through some records instead.
Right.
You know, like I went to work today, and granted, I worked 6 hours. It was an 8-hour day because I had to be there. I had to leave the house an hour early to get to work.
Right.
Take me an hour to get home.
Yeah.
That's 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, by the time I get home, I'm drained and I don't even want to do what I have to do for myself.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. You know, I don't want to feel that no more. So the goal for 2019 is to not be working nobody else's job.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the job is. Even if I could pick my own motherfucking schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I really want to be doing the shit that I want to do. I love working with kids. You know, I was kind of talking about this the other day because with the substitute teaching shit, it ain't fulfilling for me. I babysit. That's what it feel like, babysitting.
Okay.
I want to go to school and talk to kids. You know what I mean? I want to be on panels talking to people.
I feel you.
I want to be doing all this shit. Same shit that I'm doing right now. Just doing it in my own way. You know what I mean?
So how do you start that?
I started reaching out to people. Like, just let them know, hey, this is what I'm trying to do.
Got it.
You know, if you can help me out with it. You know?
Got it. That's a good start. That's the thing. Like, you just got to figure out how do you manifest what you see yourself doing.
Yeah, not you
know what I'm saying.
This is the thing. Like, in every part of my life, I just experienced the same shit over and over again. When I first started making beats, it was like, okay, how am I gonna get beats out to people? Okay, let me hit motherfuckers up that I know that rap and see if I can get some beats off.
Right.
Okay, I'm doing mixing. Let me see if I can hit people up and see how I could do this mixing shit.
Yeah.
You know, and now I'm at this point in my life where it's like, motherfucker, I want to do everything that I want to do.
Right.
So let me just hit everybody with this is what the fuck I do.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come shop at your one-stop shop.
Yeah, man. Just keep pushing, bro. You got the plan, and it sounds like you're starting to execute already. Just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Like, but I'll keep saying, man, life is life. Just like you just said, things come around full circle. The stress is gonna come, the anxiety is gonna come, but just know, if you push through it, the excitement is gonna come, the money is gonna come, the fulfillment is gonna come. Like, it's all a part of life. We experience all of it. Yeah. And everybody experiences all of it, no matter what it is that you're doing. You could be the richest person in the world right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you still are going to experience all of those different things. And once we can really realize that, it's like, oh, all right, cool. Like, it's gonna be like this. So let me work it anyways. Like, even on the, like, I don't feel like doing, because I definitely feel you on that. I be feeling drained when I get to the house. I don't want to do nothing, but at the same time, it's like, I know what I want.
Right.
And so, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna work for me.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna work for, and that's just what it has to be. Like, if I went to work 8 hours for somebody else, I can work 2 hours for myself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's just, it's all about, it starts in the mind. It's about your mindset. And once you get that mindset down, and this is me talking to me. Like, I ain't just talking to you. I'm telling myself this. Once that mindset is in place, it's sky's the limit from there, bro.
Absolutely.
It really is. Sky is the absolute limit. And we go break through the sky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to the journey, man. 2019 is going to be special. I really believe that.
Yeah, man.
I really believe that for the both of us. Like, with this, individually and collectively as our whole group, you know what I'm saying? I think 2019 is going to be super special.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I feel like I'll get off my soapbox. I don't know where all that came from. I think I'm really excited and I'm really motivated. And if I can give you any of that energy, you know what I'm saying, I really wanted to do that because I have a lot of faith in you, man. I think you're dope. So
I appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure a lot of other people do too.
I appreciate that, man. Like, I did, and I feel it too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do feel my dopeness.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes just shit like everybody else, I be caught up in my own shit too.
Yeah.
You know.
Straight up.
Be trying to work it out and figure it all out.
Real talk, man. That's why getting up, talking to people is so important, man.
Yeah. It's
so important. Like, talking to the right people.
Yeah.
It's so important. But yeah, man. Where can the folks find you at, brother?
You can find me at Just Mike Brown on all social media. You can find me at PrimoMiguel.com for all artistic endeavors.
You can find me at Alpha Presents, ALFPHA _presents on social media. You can find us on the SoundCloud, Apple Music, Google Play, the Art of Letting Go podcast, also on YouTube. And yeah, man, definitely hit us up if y'all have any opportunities for us. I'm in the same vein as him. I would love to speak. I wanted to go in and talk to the kids. I work at a homeless shelter for that reason, so I can help these little kids out. They ain't even kids. They're like 18 to 24, but they're kids to me.
Yeah.
Hit us up, man. Let us know if we can help in any way. If y'all want us to come and speak, we'll come to the schools. We'll do whatever.
Absolutely.
Holler at us. But yeah, man, that's all we got.
This is Mike Brown.
This is Alpha.
And this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go. If you need that background vocal, I got you on that too. Peace.
Peace.